Learn how to talk about yourself in English. Easy introductions for beginners. Hello and welcome back. My name is Will, and I'm really happy you're here today. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone in English, but you didn't know what to say about yourself? Maybe someone asked, "Can you tell me about yourself?" And your mind went completely blank. Don't worry, this happens to almost every English learner. The good news is that introducing yourself in English is much easier than you think. You don't need difficult grammar. You don't need a huge vocabulary. You only need a few simple sentences that you can use again and again. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to introduce yourself naturally in English. I'll explain every sentence, tell you when to use it, and we will practice together. So grab a coffee, relax, and let's improve your English together. Why introductions are so important. Think about this. Every friendship begins with an introduction. Every job interview starts with an introduction. Every English conversation starts with someone saying hello. That means learning to talk about yourself is one of the most useful English skills you can have. Here's something interesting. Native English speakers don't usually give long speeches about themselves. They keep introductions simple. They share a little information, ask questions, and continue the conversation naturally. Today, I will teach you how to do exactly that. Step 1. Say hello. Let's start with the easiest part. You simply say, "Hi," or "hello," or even "hey." If you are in an informal situation, you can say, "What's up?" Now, when should you use each one? Hello sounds more polite and works almost everywhere. You can use it at work, at school, or when meeting someone for the first time. Hi is friendly and very common. Most people use it every day. Hey is more casual. You usually use it with friends or people close to your age. If you're not sure, just say hi. You can never go wrong with that. Step 2. Say your name. Now it's time to introduce yourself. Here are 2 easy ways. My name is Will, or I'm Will. Both are completely natural. Native speakers usually use I'm more often because it's shorter. For example, I'm Will. I'm Sarah. I'm Daniel. Very simple. Notice that when we say I'm, not I am, in most conversations, I'm sounds more relaxed. Now let's practice. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. Repeat after me. Hi, I'm Will. Great. Again. Hi, I'm Will. Excellent. You're already introducing yourself in English. Step 3. Say where you're from. After saying your name, people often talk about where they come from. You can say, "I'm from Canada. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Japan. I'm from Mexico." This is very easy. The phrase "I'm from" tells people your country or your hometown. Maybe someone asks, "Where are you from?" You simply answer, "I'm from Italy." That's all. Here's a short conversation. Hi. Hi, I'm Emma. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? I'm from Australia. See how easy that is? Quick English tip. Here's something many beginners worry about. Should you say your city or your country? The answer is, it depends. If you're talking to someone from another country, it's usually easier to say your country first. I'm from Canada. Later, if they ask more questions, you can say, I live in Toronto. Or, I'm from a small town near Vancouver. Start simple. You don't need to tell your whole life story. Step 4. Talk about your job or studies. One of the most common questions in English is, what do you do? This question means, what's your job? Or what do you study? If you have a job, you can say, I'm a teacher. I'm a nurse. I'm an engineer. I'm an electrician. Notice something important. Before most jobs, we use the word I'm a teacher. I'm a doctor. I'm a student. Very simple. If you're studying, you can say, I'm a student, or I study English. I study business. I study computer science. Both answers are correct. Let's practice together. What do you do? I'm a student. Again, what do you do? I'm a student. Perfect. Step 5. Talk about your hobbies. Now the conversation becomes more interesting. People love talking about hobbies because hobbies help us find things we have in common. You can use this easy sentence. I like. For example, I like reading. I like soccer. I like cooking. I like traveling. I like listening to music. This is very easy. Notice that after I like, we usually use a word ending in ing. Reading, cooking, swimming, watching movies, listening to music. Let's make your introduction a little longer. Hi, I'm Will. I'm from Canada. I'm a pharmacist. I like hiking and photography. This is an example of an English introduction. Now people know a few different things about you. Your name, your country, your job, your hobbies. That's enough for a great introduction. Let's build an introduction together. Now we are going to build one sentence at a time. Ready? Start with hi, then add I'm, and then your name. Now add I'm from and your country. Next, I'm a or I'm an and your occupation. Use an if the first letter of your occupation begins with a vowel. A vowel letter is A, E, I, O, U. For example, I'm an English teacher. Because the word English starts with an E, I use the word an. But if I were to say, I'm a doctor, I would say because the letter D is not a vowel. Finally, I like helping people learn English. Listen to the whole introduction. For example, an introduction might sound like, Hi, I'm Will. I'm from Canada. I'm an English teacher, and I like helping people learn English. Doesn't that sound natural? It isn't difficult at all. Step 6. Talk about your family. Sometimes people ask about your family. Here are some easy sentences. I have one brother. I have 2 sisters. I'm married. I'm single. I live with my parents. I live alone. I live with my family. You don't have to share everything. Just share what you are comfortable talking about. For example, I live with my family. Step 7. Talk about your goals. Here's something that makes conversations more interesting. Talk about what you're learning and what you're working toward. You can say, I'm learning English. I'm trying to improve my English. I want to travel. I want to study abroad. I hope to become a doctor. I want to start my own business. These sentences help people understand your goals and Goals make conversations more personal and meaningful. Here's a common mistake many English learners make. They try to memorize one very long introduction. Then, when they forget one sentence, they panic. Instead, think of your introduction like building with small blocks. Block 1, your name. Block 2, your country. Block 3, your job. Block 4, your hobbies. Block 5, your goals. If you forget one block, that's okay. You still have the others. This makes speaking much less stressful. Let's practice together. Imagine we are meeting for the first time. I will ask you the questions. You answer out loud. Ready? Hi. What's your name? Great. Where are you from? Excellent. What do you do? Nice. What do you like to do in your free time? Wonderful. Why are you learning English? Oh, okay. Fantastic. See? You're already having an English conversation. The more you practice answering these questions, the easier speaking becomes. Keeping the conversation going. Here's something very important. A conversation isn't only about talking. It's also about asking questions. After you answer, ask the other person the same question. For example, I'm from Brazil. How about you? Or, I'm a student. What about you? Or, I love playing soccer. Do you play any sports? Now the conversation keeps going naturally. Good conversations are like playing catch with a ball. One person talks, the other person talks, back and forth. That's how real English works. A complete example. Let's listen to a natural introduction. Hi. Hi, I'm Will. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. How about you? I'm from Spain. That's nice. What do you do? I'm an English teacher. I make YouTube videos to help people learn English. Really? That's interesting. Thanks. I also enjoy hiking, reading books, and traveling whenever I can. Why are you learning Spanish? Because I love traveling and meeting new people. That's awesome. Did you notice something? Nobody used difficult vocabulary. Nobody spoke very fast. They simply shared small pieces of information. That's exactly how real conversations work. Your speaking challenge. I have a challenge for you. Today, after this video, introduce yourself in English. You can do it in front of a mirror. You can record yourself on your phone. You can even write your introduction in the comments below. Try to include 5 things: your name, where you're from, what you do, one hobby, one goal. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Every fluent English speaker was once a beginner. The only difference is that they kept practicing. Remember, confidence doesn't come first. Practice comes first. Confidence grows every time you speak. Today, we learned how to introduce yourself in English step by step. We learned how to say hello. We learned how to say your name, how to talk about where you're from, how to describe your job or studies, how to share your hobbies, how to talk about your family, how to explain your goals, and finally, how to keep the conversation going by asking questions. Next time someone says, "Tell me about yourself," you won't freeze. You'll know exactly what to say. And remember, you don't need perfect English to make friends, travel, or have great conversations. You only need the courage to start speaking. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really hope this lesson helped you feel more confident speaking English. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss new English learning videos like this one. Also, let me know in the comments. Introduce yourself in English. Tell me your name, where you're from, what you do, one hobby you enjoy, and one dream you have for the future. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every conversation you have makes your English a little stronger. Take care, and I'll see you in the next lesson. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe.